It began on a quiet night near the Imperial Star border, the kind of night where the stars looked calm, the scanners were silent, and the alien patrol crews were half asleep from boredom. For years, nothing had happened in that region. No pirates, no traders, no refugees, no smugglers, just empty black space stretching in every direction. The Empire liked it that way. They believed they controlled everything, saw everything, and ruled everything. And they believed one thing more strongly than anything else: humans were harmless. Humans were primitive, slow, underdeveloped, and too emotional to survive deep space. The Empire didn't fear Earth, they pitied it. But on that night, every arrogant thought the Empire held about humanity shattered in a single heartbeat. It started with a faint blip on the border scanners, so small and strange that the patrol officer thought it was a glitch. He tapped the screen lightly. The blip grew. He frowned. "Captain, you should see this." The patrol captain sighed heavily, annoyed at being interrupted during his comfortable shift. "What is it now? Another dust cloud?" "No, sir. It's something big." The captain rolled his 4 glowing eyes, floated toward the console, and stared at the screen. His breath caught in his throat. The scanners were screaming in bright red symbols. Unknown object approaching. Energy classification, impossible. Impossible energy signature. The captain muttered, confused. That's not even the scanner suddenly flashed brighter. New information appeared. Terran origin codes detected. The captain froze. Terran. Humans. That's impossible. They can't, sir, the officer whispered. The object. It's massive. The captain swallowed hard and leaned forward. How massive? The officer's voice trembled. Bigger than our dreadnoughts? The captain blinked. His species had the largest dreadnought class in the region. Humans did not. Could not. Should not. His skin began to change color, a sign of fear, because the object on the scanner kept growing larger, brighter, stronger. "Are you sure this is a human code?" he demanded. "Run it again." "Already did," the officer whispered. 3 times. Same result. The captain felt a slow coldness creep through his body. That can't be human. But the scanner insisted otherwise. And then the lights on the patrol ship flickered. A deep vibration rolled through the hull like something ancient had breathed against the metal. Every officer stood up from their seats as the darkness outside began to glow with a faint blue pulse. "Sir, look," the youngest crew member whispered, pointing out the window. The stars themselves dimmed. Shadows moved across the void like a giant wing passing through space. A blue glow spread slowly like fire inside thick fog, outlining something massive, but still hidden in the darkness. The patrol ship's alarms exploded. Size class, unknown. Hull type, unknown. Threat level, unknown. The patrol captain felt his heart's pounding. By the Empire. What is that? The blue glow grew stronger, brighter, sharper. And then, slowly, silently, the shape stepped out of the shadows. It was enormous, ancient, terrifying. A ship that looked like a creature carved out of night. Thick armor stretched across its body like scales. Massive cannons, larger than any the Empire had ever built, lined its sides. Its engines burned like blue suns, bright enough to shake the void. The ship moved slowly, not because it was weak, but because it did not need to hurry. And then the identification ping hit the patrol ship like a punch. Terran Deep Space Warship class, unknown. The patrol captain stumbled backward. "This is wrong," he whispered. "This is impossible. Humans didn't have warships like this. Humans had small ship's cargo vessels, research boats, simple cruisers. Nothing like this. Nothing this powerful. Nothing this old. Nothing this terrifying." The ship drifted closer. Its engines hummed with a deep, ancient sound, like thunder echoing through a cave. The glow along its hull flickered like lightning trapped under metal skin. Its presence alone made the patrol ship tremble. The captain's voice cracked. "Send a warning to the Empire now." The officer tried, but the screen displayed a horrifying message. "Signal blocked." "Blocked?" The captain shouted. Humans can't jam our systems. But they could. And they did. The ship continued to move until it filled the entire window, so massive it blocked out the stars. The patrol crew felt their bodies shake with primal terror. A ship that size should not exist. A ship that size should not fly. A ship that size should not come from Earth. But it did. And then the ship's lights dimmed and brightened again, slowly, rhythmically, like breathing. "Sir," a young officer whispered, I think it's alive." The patrol captain felt his blood freeze, because the hull did not move like metal. It moved like something breathing under the surface. Then the ship emitted a sound, a single, deep, vibrating note that rattled every bone in the crew's bodies. Not a weapon, not a message, a warning. The patrol ship's panels exploded with new alerts. Vigilance protocol detected. Terran origin code activation. Human ship class, pre-imperial. The captain gasped. Pre-imperial? But that means it's older than our entire civilization. The ship stopped moving directly in front of them. Its massive central core pulsed with bright blue fire. Every officer froze, unable to speak. And then a single message appeared on the patrol screen. 2 simple words. Do not approach. The crew stepped back in fear. The captain's voice cracked. Send this to the Empire. Now. This is a Terran warship unlike anything ever recorded. The officers typed frantically, trying to send the message, but the ship blocked every outgoing signal, except the one it allowed. It sent the message itself. Across space, across every Imperial channel, across the entire Empire. Warning. Human warship in Imperial border space. As the message spread, panic hit the Empire like a storm. Soldiers stumbled. Generals shouted. Scientists fainted. Leaders demanded answers. Humans cannot build something like this. Is this a trick? Is this a stolen ship? Is that really human? But the truth was written in the energy core, the hull, the codes, the signature. It was undeniably Terran, undeniably human, and undeniably beyond anything the Empire ever imagined Earth could create. Back on the patrol ship, the warship began to move again. Its engines hummed softly, almost peacefully, as if the giant vessel did not even consider the Empire worth fearing. It drifted out of the window, passing like a giant metal ghost. Every officer stood silent, trembling. The youngest whispered, "Sir, what do we do now?" The patrol captain swallowed hard. "Pray," he whispered. "Because if humans built something like that..." He stared at the fading blue glow. "Then everything we thought we knew about them was wrong." And as the warship disappeared back into the darkness, the Empire realized something terrible. Something world-breaking. Something that shook every throne in their empire. Humans were not behind. Humans were not weak. Humans had not been sleeping. Humans had been hiding. And now, the galaxy's greatest secret was awake. Panic spread across the Imperial star border like wildfire. Moving faster than any ship, faster than any fleet, faster than any command the Empire could shout. The moment the giant Terran warship disappeared into the darkness, every alien officer on the patrol ship felt their legs weaken. They had no idea what they had just witnessed, only that it should not exist. Imperial Protocol demanded they record size, class, speed, origin, but their scanners refused to cooperate. Every time they tried to scan the warship, their systems showed nothing but errors, blank screens, or warnings that felt more like whispers from something ancient. The patrol captain stood in silence, staring at the empty space where the ship had vanished. He felt something he had never felt in his military life, genuine fear. Not fear of death. Not fear of failure. Fear of the unknown. "Contact the Imperial High Command," he ordered again. "Use emergency channels. Use old channels. Use anything." But the communications officer shook her head helplessly. "Sir, the Terran ship blocked our outgoing signals. All we can do is send internal logs." The captain took a shaky breath. "Send them. All of them." Within minutes, Their recordings blurry images of a massive, ancient Terran warship raced through the Empire like a silent bomb. Scientists stared in disbelief. Generals shouted for explanations. Technicians hit their screens as if hitting them would make the truth easier to accept. How can humans build something that big? Human reactors cannot power that level. Their technology is centuries behind ours. That ship breaks every rule of physics. But no scientist could calm the panic because the readings were not wrong. The ship was broadcasting Terran origin codes. Real Terran codes, old codes, pure codes, impossible to fake. The energy signature didn't match anything in the entire Imperial database. And the ship's size. "It's bigger than our dreadnoughts," one engineer said with a trembling voice. "And dreadnoughts are the largest class known in the galaxy." "Not anymore," his commander whispered. "Not if humans built that." Rumors spread like cracks in glass. Soldiers hurried through hallways, breathing fast. Civilians began whispering to each other on Imperial worlds. "Did you see it? The humans found something." No, the humans awakened something. Or they built it in secret. Possible humans can't build that. Maybe they've been lying for centuries. Inside a dark research base deep within the Empire, a team of scientists reviewed the footage again and again. One of them whispered the hull. "It looks old. Pre-Empire old." Another pointed to a glowing blue core inside the ship. "That energy. I've only seen something like that in archaeological ruins." "Ruins?" the commander snapped. "Human ruins?" "No," the scientist whispered with shaking hands. "Older." The commander's face went pale. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, news finally reached the Emperor. The Emperor's 4 eyes widened as he stared at the frozen image of the Terran vessel on the screen. "Impossible," he whispered. "Humans could never create this." His advisors trembled. "Your Majesty?" The patrol ship confirmed the Terran code. "Terran code means nothing." The Emperor growled. "They must have stolen it, but from where?" The Emperor slammed his fist on the table. "This ship does not exist." But it did, and his entire empire knew it. Back on the patrol ship, the crew sat in stunned silence, staring at the dark space outside. They could not shake the feeling that the ship hadn't just passed through their border, had looked at them. It had chosen not to destroy them. It had chosen not to attack. But why? What did humans want? Had Earth built this as a message? A weapon? A warning? The youngest officer whispered, "Sir, what if this is the first one?" The captain slowly turned. "What do you mean? What if humans built more?" The bridge fell completely silent. Because that possibility meant only one thing. If the Empire angered humans, it would not survive. Far away, hidden in deep star clusters, Imperial spies picked up faint signals. They were weak, scrambled, ancient, but they carried one terrifying phrase: "Deep Human Construct, Unit 01 activated." Unit 1? That meant there were other units. Others like the ship they had seen. Maybe dozens. Maybe hundreds. No one knew. Somewhere in Imperial headquarters, alarms began to sound. Officers shouted. Generals ran toward command rooms. Fear spread like smoke through the air. If humans can deploy ships like that, then our empire's not ready. They could destroy us. We need to send a fleet now. But the Emperor shook his head violently. No. Not a single ship moves until we understand what we saw. Diplomats tried to calm him. Perhaps it is broken? Perhaps it is abandoned. Perhaps humans don't know what they found. But then a new data file arrived, the one detail that shocked everyone the most. The Terran warship's core energy readings showed something impossible. It was running at only 12% power. The Emperor stood up slowly, horror growing in his chest. "You mean that was not full strength?" The scientist's voice broke. "Your Majesty?" That was barely awake. A silence so deep filled the room it felt like gravity itself increased. Meanwhile, on a distant, small Terran outpost, a group of human engineers stared at their consoles as if unable to accept their own data. One whispered, "It worked." Another whispered, "We actually woke it up." A third whispered, barely breathing, "Now the galaxy will see what humans can really do." But no one knew this yet. On the Imperial frontier, the patrol captain stared into the darkness where the ship had vanished. "What if it comes back?" the youngest officer asked quietly. The captain exhaled, shaking his head. "If it does, then the Empire will understand exactly what humans are capable of." He placed a trembling hand on the screen. "And I pray the Council is wise enough to listen." Because the Empire had always believed humans were weak, that humans were small, that humans were behind. But a single ship across the border had now proven the truth. Humans had never been weak. Humans had simply been hiding their strength. And now, the greatest secret in the galaxy was waking up. The whispers spread through every corner of the Empire that cannot be a human warship. Can it? But deep down, everyone already knew the answer. Yes, it can, soon. Everyone will know why. The Empire could no longer sit quietly while an unknown Terran warship moved through their border like a ghost made of metal and fire. The Emperor, shaken by the footage and terrified of the whispers spreading through his palace halls, finally ordered the deployment of the Imperial Strike Fleet, a massive formation of battleships, cruisers and heavy carriers that had crushed rebellions on dozens of worlds. To the Empire, showing force was the only language they trusted. They believed humans would panic at the sight of a real fleet. They believed humans would surrender the ancient warship immediately. After all, why wouldn't they? Humans had always stepped back, always apologized, always avoided conflict. The Empire had built an entire culture around the idea that Earth feared them. But as the strike fleet moved toward the border, cutting through starlight with golden engines, an uneasy silence filled the command decks. Something felt wrong. Something about the Terran ship's stillness. Something about its quiet presence. Something about the way it had appeared and vanished without effort. Still, Imperial pride pushed them forward. "Terrans are harmless," one commander insisted, though his voice trembled. "Their war technology is decades behind," another said, though he avoided eye contact. "They cannot challenge us," a general declared, though sweat trickled from his neck. But the truth hung heavy in the air. Everyone was lying to themselves. When the fleet finally reached the border, the first thing they saw was the patrol ship still trembling in place. The patrol captain hailed them instantly. His voice shook with raw fear. "Do not approach. Do not provoke it. Do not silence, Captain," the Imperial Admiral snapped. "We will handle this." But the patrol captain's scream broke through the comms. "You don't understand, this ship is not like anything we know." The Admiral shut off the transmission. He believed fear made the patrol paranoid. He believed discipline would fix everything. He believed the Empire could crush anything. But then the stars dimmed. The strike fleet slowed, confusion spreading across the command decks. One by one, their scanners began to malfunction. Engines flickered. Shields glitched. Something was interfering with their systems. Something enormous. Something powerful. Suddenly, a massive shadow reappeared on the edge of their sensors. The warship. The same ancient Terran vessel from the recording. But now it drifted forward, growing larger and larger until it filled the entire view. The Imperial Admiral felt his throat tighten. The ship was bigger than their reports suggested, far bigger. Its hull glowed in patterns no Imperial engineer had ever seen, blue veins of light running like rivers under metal skin. Its engines hummed with calm force, each pulse shaking the Empire's ships like distant thunder. "Identify yourself," the Imperial Admiral demanded, forcing authority into his voice. "This is Imperial territory. You are trespassing." The Terran ship did not respond. I repeated, "Identify yourself immediately." Silence. Terran vessel. "Stand down." Silence. Terran vessel. "We will open fire." The bridge fell silent. Even the Imperial crew looked nervous at their admiral's threat. But the ship did not move. It simply floated, breathing slowly, like a sleeping giant deciding if it should open its eyes. The admiral's pride cracked. "Fire warning shots," he ordered, trying to hide the tremor in his voice. Imperial cannons charged. Golden energy beams shot forward. Then something happened that none of them expected. Something that made the entire fleet gasp. The beams disappeared. Not blocked. Not deflected. Not absorbed. They vanished mid-space like rain falling into an invisible ocean. The officers screamed in panic. Our weapons. They're being nullified. It's impossible no ship can. The admiral stared at the Terran warship with pure horror. That wasn't even a shield. It was something else. Something older. Something humans should not have. Something that broke every rule of Imperial physics. The Empire sent another message, this time with fear bleeding into every word. Terran vessel. State your intentions. The Terran warship finally moved. Slowly, smoothly, turning its massive hull to face the entire Imperial strike fleet. Its lights brightened. Its core glowed with the fire of a newborn star. Then a message appeared on every Imperial screen. Not shouted. Not complex. Just 3 words in simple Terran English. Do not follow. The Admiral's blood went cold. His pride shattered. His arrogance turned to ash. But his fear made him stubborn. Prepare missile volley, he ordered, his voice cracking. We will not be threatened by humans. His officers hesitated. They all felt it. That ship was not threatening them. It was warning them. But no one dared disobey. The missile barrage launched thousands of glowing torpedoes streaking through the void. The Terran ship responded by releasing a single pulse of blue energy. One pulse. One breath. Every missile exploded harmlessly in the air. Silence filled the fleet. A silence so deep it felt like the void itself was holding its breath. Then something even more terrifying happened. The Terran ship sent a final message. For words.com, cold. Ancient Unit 01 is awake. Unit 01. That meant it was the first. That meant there were more. The Imperial Admiral's legs gave out. He collapsed to his knees. Around him, officers whispered in terror. Unit 01. How many units exist? Where are the others? What have the humans done? The Terran warship slowly turned away, not fearing a single Imperial ship, not caring about their weapons, not threatened by their fleet. It simply drifted back into the darkness like a ghost retu. The ones built before Earth stopped showing its military projects to the galaxy. The ones the Empire believed never existed. The ones the Empire feared were too advanced. The ones that were erased from Terran records, the ones the galaxy hoped had been destroyed. And now one of those ships, Unit 01, had awakened. Hale walked across the docking bay with a calmness that made Imperial soldiers step back. His uniform was old, but his presence felt heavy, as if he carried the weight of a forgotten era. What? What do you want? The Imperial Admiral demanded, but his voice cracked like shattered glass. Hall studied him with calm eyes. Not angry. Not afraid. Almost pitying. I'm here, he said softly, for my ship. The Admiral's 4 eyes widened in horror. Your ship. You mean that thing? Unit 01, Hale corrected gently. And you should be grateful it warned you. Warned us? The Admiral snapped, terrified but confused. Hall stepped closer. If it wanted to destroy your fleet, it would have. The silence that followed felt like a weight pressing against every chest in the bay. What is that ship? An officer whispered from the back. Hale turned his head slowly. A Terran relic, he said. One of the first. Built before your empire was born. The officers exchanged terrified looks. Terrans built this? Humans. Hale nodded. Humans built many things your empire does not know about. His voice grew softer, deeper, heavier. You assumed Earth was weak because we allowed you to believe so. The Admiral stepped back, trembling. You hid this from us? Hale's expression did not change. We hid it from everyone. Why? The Admiral whispered. Hale Sida a long, tired sigh that seemed to carry decades of silence. Because the galaxy was not ready for it. Chell ran through every Imperial soldier. Hale lifted his hand and every light on Unit 01 flickered in response even from miles away. The power link between man and ship was undeniable. The Admiral swallowed. How? How are you connected to it? Hale's voice softened. I was its original commander. The bay fell silent. The kind of silence that follows a revealed truth so big it crushes the air around it. Hale looked toward the dark space outside. Unit 01 was built for exploration, not war. But when my fleet disappeared in the Cygnus Rift, the galaxy assumed we were gone. We weren't. The Admiral's legs shook. Then where have you been? Hele turned his eyes back to him. Preparing. The Admiral stumbled backward. Preparing. For what? Hale's answer was a whisper that crawled up every spine. For the day the galaxy would come looking for a fight. He walked past the Imperial guards, who did not dare stop him. Humans are not conquerors, Hale said, but we are survivors. And when we survive long enough, his gaze sharpened, we evolve. The Admiral felt sick. Everything he believed about humans collapsed in seconds. You said the ship warned us, he whispered. What was it warning us about? Hale looked at him with eyes that held storms. Not to touch it. Not to follow it. Not to anger it. The Admiral clutched his chest. And if we ignore that warning? Hale answered without blinking. Then Unit 01 will stop warning you and start acting. The docking bay lights flickered as if agreeing. The Admiral finally broke. His pride collapsed. His knees weakened. What? What do you want from us? Hale's voice softened again. Nothing. Stay away from human borders. Do not provoke what you don't understand. He walked back toward the shuttle. And pray the others stay asleep. Every Imperial officer froze. Others, you mean there are more ships like that? One whispered. Hale looked over his shoulder with a faint, sad smile. There were 12. Silence shattered the air. 12. The Admiral screamed, but Hale shook his head. There are 11 now. The bay shook as Unit 01's engines hummed with deep, ancient power. Hale stepped into his shuttle. Do not be foolish, he said quietly. Do not make humanity remind the galaxy of what we truly are. The shuttle door closed. The engines ignited. And as the tiny vessel drifted gently back toward the impossible Terran warship, the Empire finally understood the truth. Terrans were not the weak species they mocked. Terrans were the storm that slept. Terrans were the legend that never died. And the worst part, the part that sent cold terror into every Imperial heart, was simple. If that ship Unit 01 had awakened, the others might awaken too. And if they did, the galaxy would never be the same. Unit 01 floated in the darkness like a sleeping titan. Silent and unbothered by the hundreds of Imperial warships trembling around it, as if the entire Empire were insects buzzing near the foot of a giant that had not yet opened its eyes. But the moment Admiral Rowan Hale's shuttle reconnected with the enormous Terran vessel, something deep within the ship changed. The blue veins of light along its hull pulsed slowly at first, then stronger, brighter, hotter, as if the ancient metal was remembering something older than the Empire, older than half the species who now feared it. Alarms blared through the Imperial fleet. The Terran ship is powering up. Energy readings increasing. It's waking by the stars. It's waking. The Imperial Admiral struggled to stay standing as the deck shook under a vibration. So deep it felt like the universe itself had inhaled. Hale stepped back into the command bridge of Unit 01. Placing his hand gently on a console older than any modern starship, the ship responded instantly. Its core glowed brighter, the walls humming with a sound like metal breathing. The lights rose to full power. Holographic displays awakened around him, shimmering with ancient Terran symbols, and then a voice comm, emotionless, undeniably powerful, echoed across the massive interior. Welcome back, Commander Rowan Hale. Hale closed his eyes, exhaling slowly. It's good to see you awake, he whispered. Outside, the Empire panicked. The warship rotated slowly, deliberately, revealing rows of weapon ports that had been dormant for decades. Ports so large an entire Imperial cruiser could fit inside them. The hull shifted, locking plates into combat position. The blue glow intensified until it illuminated miles of empty space. What is that thing doing? The Imperial Admiral shouted. Is it preparing to fire? Shields to maximum. Our shields aren't responding? An officer cried. The Terran ship is disrupting them. The admiral felt cold sweat drip down his back. Disrupting shields? That's impossible. No ship can do that, sir, another officer said, her voice hollow. Unit 01 is not a normal ship. Inside the Terran warship, Hale walked toward the central command platform. The ship's systems responded to his heartbeat, syncing with him as if it recognized him not as a captain, but as something deeper. The main core flared like a blue sun, shaking the void. Hale whispered, "Activate defense mode." The ship obeyed. A deep, thunderous sound rolled across the stars. Imperial scanners screamed warnings. Terran energy field expanding. Our fleet is being scanned. The ship is analyzing our entire armada. And then the most frightening alert appeared. Imperial armada outmatched. Outmatched? The admiral repeated weakly. Before he could speak again, Unit 01 completed its activation and unleashed its full presence. The blue energy wave blasted outward, not a weapon, but a pulse of raw Terran technology, older than the Empire, more advanced than anything known today. Every Imperial ship trembled violently. Engines flickered. Shields collapsed. Targeting systems shut down. Communications failed. All systems offline. We're dead in space. Something is jamming U.S. No. Something is overriding U.S. Unit 01's hull expanded its light pattern, illuminating the fallen Imperial fleet like a silent god observing insects. And then the ship spoke to them. Its mechanical voice boomed across the Imperial communication network. Imperial forces, you have engaged. In Deep Space Unit. This is a warning. The admiral fell to his knees. It's talking. The voice continued, cold as deep space, sharp as a blade carved from a star. Do not attempt to board. Do not attempt to fire. Do not attempt to follow. The Imperial crews shook uncontrollably. Some cried softly. Some whispered prayers. Some simply stared at the glowing ship in front of them, unable to breathe. And then came the most terrifying message of all, because Unit 01 was not finished. Earth's Protocol Defense Mode, active. The Empire had no idea what that meant, but they understood one thing. This ship was not designed for them. This ship was not built with them in mind. This ship was built for something far greater and far more dangerous. Hale looked at the blue core glowing beneath his feet. Easy, he muttered softly, like calming a wild animal. They're afraid. The ship responded with a softer hum, dimming its energy pulse slightly. Outside, the Imperial Admiral managed to stand, legs shaking. Why isn't it attacking? He whispered. Why is it showing restraint? No one had an answer. Because no one understood humans. Not truly. They only understood the version of humanity the Empire mocked for centuries, the peaceful one, the patient one, the forgiving one. They never imagined the humanity that existed before their empire ever formed the one capable of building warships the size of cities. Powered by energy cores, no alien scientist could explain. Rowan Hale finally transmitted a message to the Imperial Admiral. His face appeared on every Imperial screen. He wasn't angry. He wasn't mocking. He wasn't even impressed. He was disappointed. We didn't come here to fight you, Hal said, his voice quiet, steady, and impossibly calm. Unit 01 reacted to your aggression. It protected itself, the Admiral whispered. This is protection? Hale looked around his ship for a moment, then stared directly into the Imperial camera. Believe me, he said softly, you have not seen what this ship can truly do. His eyes darkened, and you never want to, behind him. Unit 01 glowed brighter, its full power humming like a heartbeat that could shake galaxies. Hale leaned closer. Leave this border. Forget what you saw, and pray the other units never wake up. The communication ended. The Admiral's hands trembled so badly he could not stand anymore. Other units? He whispered. And in that moment, the entire Empire realized the terrible truth. Unit 01 is not humanity's greatest weapon. It was only the first. The Imperial strike. Fleet drifted helplessly in the silent darkness. Systems barely flickering, shields dead, engines cold. Communications fragile as thin glass after Unit 1's awakening pulse crushed their technology like dry leaves under a boot. No one spoke. No one dared move. The only sound on the Imperial bridges was the trembling breath of terrified officers who now understood they were standing before a living relic. A Terran warship older than their empire, more powerful than their strongest fleets, and completely unbothered by their threats. The Emperor demanded answers from his commanders, shouting across failing holochannels. "What is it? Why can't you stop it? What do the humans want?" His voice cracked with fear, because this was the one thing he never expected from humanity's silence that felt like judgment. Meanwhile, aboard Unit 01, Rohan Hales stood at the center of the glowing control chamber as ancient. Machinery hummed around him like the beating heart of a waking giant. Blue light reflected across his uniform, making him look like a ghost from humanity's forgotten golden age. The ship spoke again, its mechanical voice calm and emotionless. "Commander, Terran signal detected." Hale frowned. "Terran signal? Where?" A hologram flared to life, showing a tiny, blinking light far beyond the border, a Terran deep space outpost sending an emergency code. A code he had not heard in 40 years. Unit 07 status, waking. Hale's eyes widened. 7. The Imperial Admiral's blood froze as the message appeared on all their screens. "This can't be happening," one of his captains whispered. "There are more?" Another message flickered across the scanner's weak, ancient, but unmistakably Terran in origin. Unit 05 status, active. Then another. Unit 03 reactor charge, 14%. The Imperial crew stared in horror as the truth unfolded like a nightmare they couldn't wake from. Unit 01 was not alone. Its awakening had triggered the others scattered across dead systems. Derelict stations, lost human colonies, forgotten nebulae. The Empire suddenly realized this was not the rise of one warship. This was the return of a hidden fleet that humanity had buried long before the Empire ever called itself powerful. "Why? Why did humans build these?" the Imperial Admiral whispered. Hale answered without hesitation. "Because humanity learned early that peace never lasts." His voice held no anger, only the kind of sadness carried by someone who had lived through too many broken treaties. "You believed humans were behind your technology," he continued, "because your empire never understood what we survived before your species even left its homeworld." The Admiral felt something break inside him. "You mean humans were advanced long ago?" Hale nodded. "Before the Empire existed? Before half the galaxy discovered warp travel? Before your people even had a unified government?" The Admiral's jaw trembled. "But why hide it?" Hale took a slow breath. "Because every time humanity showed strength, someone tried to destroy us." His gaze sharpened with old pain. "So we stopped showing it." Silence fell across both fleets, an awful silence, heavy with guilt, fear, regret, and realization. Humans weren't weak. Humans had simply learned that survival sometimes required masks. Hale continued. "Your empire only saw the humanity that tried to be peaceful, the one that negotiated, the one that wanted unity." His voice grew colder. "You never saw the one that built ships like Unit 01. We thought you were harmless," the Admiral whispered, voice breaking. Hale's expression didn't change. "Exactly." Outside, Unit 01 shifted slightly, releasing a low hum that rolled through the darkness like distant thunder. Imperial scanners flickered painfully, some showing impossible readings, others collapsing entirely. "Why is it doing that?" an officer cried. Hale looked at the glowing walls. "It's syncing with the other units. It feels them waking." A new alert appeared. Unit 02 navigational core restarted. The Imperial Admiral covered his mouth, eyes wide with dread. "For units. 4 of them." Hale corrected him softly. 11. The Admiral almost fainted. "Why would you ever build something like this?" Hale looked at him with eyes filled with centuries of pain. "Because humanity survived things the galaxy never recorded. Enemies you do not know. threats that no longer exist. He stepped closer to the hologram. These ships were built for the survival of our entire species. A long silence followed. The Admiral whispered, "And now that they're waking, what happens to us?" Hele paused, and his answer was the one the Empire feared most. "That depends on what you do next." The Imperial Admiral collapsed into his chair, not from injury, but from the crushing weight of understanding. One wrong move, one mistake, one act of pride, could wake all 11 units fully. And once awakened, nothing in the galaxy could stop them. Hale studied the broken Imperial fleet. "You fired first," he said softly. "You followed Unit 01 when it told you not to. You tried to board it. You tried to destroy it." He shook his head. "That was unwise." The Admiral trembled. "So this is where we fall." Hale stepped closer to the projection. "No." The Admiral froze. "What?" Hale's voice softened. "Humanity is not here to conquer the galaxy." A heavy silence followed. "Humanity built these ships to protect ourselves from extinction, not to end yours." The Admiral's eyes filled with tears, fear, shame, and something new. Respect. Hale tapped the console gently. "Stand down. Leave the border. Let us handle our own," the Admiral whispered. "And if we don't?" Hale's expression hardened. "Then the others will wake fully. And when they rise..." He looked out toward the stars. "No Empire will survive." Unit 01's lights dimmed slightly, humming softly like a beast returning to sleep. The Imperial fleet slowly regained power, engines restarting, shields flickering back to life, but none of them dared move. Hale's final words echoed across the darkness. "The galaxy feared humans for the wrong reasons. You should not fear what we build. You should fear what we were forced to become." The Imperial strike fleet hung silently in space, engines trembling back to life, but not a single ship dared move. Every captain, every soldier, every admiral felt the same suffocating truth tightening around their throats. They were alive only because the Terran warship allowed them to be. Unit 01 floated before them like a god made of metal and forgotten storms. Now its blue light dimming now that Hale had calmed it, but its presence still heavy enough to crush an empire's pride. The Imperial Admiral stared at his screens, struggling to breathe, trying to understand how everything he believed about humanity had been shattered in a single day. He had been raised on stories of humans as weak, emotional, fragile creatures, barely surviving in a backwater system. But now he saw the truth. Humanity was not weak. Humanity was patient. Humanity was not primitive. Humanity was restrained. Humanity was not behind. Humanity had been hiding, and the scariest part wasn't the ship. It was the man commanding it. Rowan Hale stood in Unit 01's core, watching the Imperial fleet like a teacher watching frightened children who had finally discovered fire. He pressed a hand to the console, and the ship responded instantly. Unfolding plates, powering down heavy weapons, shifting into a calm, neutral stance. Hale's voice echoed across the Terran ship, soft but carrying the authority of 1,000 storms. Unit 01. Prepare final transmission. The ship hummed. Blue patterns rippled across its hull. Outside, the Imperial Admiral leaned forward, fear pulling his heart tight. "What? What is he doing now?" An officer swallowed. "Sending something. Galaxy-wide. Galaxy-wide." Panic crawled up the Admiral's spine. "Terrans do not have that kind of sir." The officer whispered, "They do," and the stars brightened. A deep pulse rolled outward from Unit 01 like a slow heartbeat, spreading across the border, across the sector, across the entire Imperial territory. The message reached every planet, every outpost, every battleship. It bypassed Imperial encryption like a knife through paper. Billions of citizens froze as Rowan Hale's face appeared above their skies, broadcasted in a calm, steady hologram that filled the heavens. His voice was soft, too soft for the power behind it. "People of the Empire," he began, his tone not angry, not cruel, just disappointed. "You were taught that humanity is weak." His eyes held a sorrow older than the Empire itself. "You were taught that Earth fears war, that Earth cannot stand against you." He paused. "But you were taught lies." Billions whispered in fear, watching the human who awakened a ship older than civilizations. Hal continued, Terrans are not your threat. Terrans never wanted your worlds, your resources, your borders. His expression hardened slightly. But you brought war to our doorstep. You attacked our explorers. You violated our space. The hologram zoomed in slightly, capturing the fire burning behind Hale's calm voice. And today you forced us to wake something that should have stayed asleep. Thousands of Imperial worlds trembled as Unit 01's silhouette appeared behind him, glowing with ancient Terran power. Hale's voice dropped to a whisper that still thundered across the galaxy. If Unit 01 can wake, the others can too. The Emperor collapsed onto his throne, trembling uncontrollably. Others. The others. He whispered, broken. Hal continued, We do not want war with you. We do not want revenge. We want one thing only. The hologram flickered, then sharpened. Hale leaned forward, eyes cold as deep space. Leave Earth alone. A silence so deep consumed the galaxy that even the stars seemed to dim. Then Hale delivered the final sentence that would echo across history. If you raise a weapon toward humanity again, we will not stop at warnings. Unit 01's massive frame pulsed behind him. Hale's voice became deadly calm. And when Terran deep units wake fully, a blue glow swallowed the darkness. No empire in the galaxy will survive. The message ended. The stars went silent, and everything changed. Imperial worlds were paralyzed with terror. Some citizens dropped to their knees, praying to avoid the wrath of the humans. Some screamed. Some fainted. Some whispered, We should have left Earth alone. In the Imperial Palace, the Emperor finally broke. He issued a full retreat order every ship, every border outpost, every military presence near Terran space. The Empire surrendered without a battle. And still, Unit 01 did not move. It simply watched them go, glowing softly like a guardian that never wanted to wake, but would not allow harm to reach its people. In the center of the warship, Hale let out a slow, heavy breath. His eyes closed, not in victory, but in exhaustion, man tired from carrying the truth of an entire species alone. Stand down, Unit 01, he whispered. The Empire understands. The warship's lights dimmed gently, like a beast returning to its cave, its rage finally quiet. The Imperial fleet drifted backward, engines low, weapons cold, terrified to even face the ship again. And as Hale stepped back toward the viewing window, he whispered to the stars, Let this be the last time we must remind them, because humanity did not become feared through war. Humanity became feared through restraint, through silence, through strength held back for generations. And now the galaxy finally understood the terrifying truth. Humans didn't start as monsters. But if pushed, humans could become the storm that ended empires. The Empire fled. Unit 01 slept. Hale stood alone in starlight. And humanity rose.